Something that I've been wanting to watch for a while. Postal is the darkest game I've ever played. Now, this is a Postal 1 lore dive. I have said it in the past, I have not put a lot of time. Well, okay, so I put time into Postal 1. I have it on the Switch. I play it every once in a while. It's a fun game, but I haven't really, like, paid attention to the shit that was going down. It was just something like Postal 1 exists. I know Postal 1 exists. I play it from time to time, but it wasn't my favorite in the Postal series. It's not like Postal Brain Damage where I'll run that game any day of the week, no matter what. It's something that I'm in love with. But when it comes to like Postal 1 lore, I know little to nothing about it other than you run around and twin stick shoot people up. And it was really, really controversial. And I know they have a documentary coming out eventually whenever that drops, so I don't know. But I saw this lore breakdown for Postal 1 and I had to check it out. And I want you guys along the ride with me. The guy making this is Slippy. His name is Slippy. If this video is good, we'll have to give him a like. Your health is more important than the watch time on this video. But what's the health? I don't... possibly disturbing things. What's the health?
Postal is an isometric shooter game released in 1997, created by Running with Scissors Studios. You might recognize...
Alright, I am going to cap this off. It's the isometric shooter. When you are asked what, like when somebody says there's a twin stick isometric shooter that came out that you should play, what do people say? So it's like Postal. Postal became the litmus test. No, not litmus test, but it became like the Metroid of the genre, I think. I honestly believe that because I've known people who are like, I'm like, oh, it's a twin stick shooter, so they're like, oh, like Postal. I think this, because of how much drama had around it, it became the thing. Like, even Hatred. Hatred was had way more, or not way more, but it had a lot of drama, just like this game did. And Postal.
The title of the game, Postal, from its sequel, Postal 2, an FPS game released in 2003, also created by Running with Scissors Studios. It's kind of hard to believe these two games are related in any way, not just because of the difference in gameplay and appearance, but also the tone of each game. Postal 2 is a goofy, offensive game that doesn't take itself seriously at all, and its main goal is to make the player laugh by showing you some stupid Postal 1, on the other hand, makes the player uncomfortable and disturbed by showing you some messed up Yeah, that's the kind of game we're talking about. I recently played through the game, and I want to take you through my experience with it in a more video essay fashion. I normally don't create videos like this. I normally make gameplay videos. So this is my first real attempt at making a script and editing a video like this. So if you like it...
Yeah, dude, good job.
Let me know, and I'll make more, because I have a few ideas. In the old noggin, in the old noodle up here, I have a few ideas. But with that out of the way, let's go to the game. Let's go. Or should I say, let's go Postal. I'm sorry, I'm just trying to be...
I'm gonna burn you at the stake. I'm gonna put you in a like a shooting gallery. I'm in Minecraft in Postal.
As soon as you open the game, you are greeted with the most awful, quote-unquote, music anyone has ever heard in their life. And don't worry, it only gets worse from here. Something I really do love about this game, though, is the artwork. I mean, look at this. This goes hard. It's like some album cover or something. The dude standing in a sea of skulls with this mouth thing on the left. I don't know what that is. I don't know why that's there. But ignoring...
Dude, this shit's got so much edge, dude. I'm bleeding from this chair.
This goes hard. And I will continue to rant and rave about how much I love the art in this game. When are you actually gonna start the game, you stupid green f***? Don't you worry your little head, kind viewer. I love you, and I'm starting the game now. Oh. Oh, God, what the hell? What am I hearing? What is this?
The Earth is hungry.
single level in the game starts like this, with this scary music, this scary image, and most importantly, this, for lack of a better word, schizo text. After going to the wiki, I thought these were called war journal entries, but I was completely wrong. The war journal refers to something in Postal's manual. This game had very important lore within the game's manual, which I do not own. So yeah, that's kind of lame. And after reading these war journal entries, I think they have the most important lore out of the whole game. So yeah, that's even lamer. I'm kind of pissed they didn't include these in the actual game, because I think they are much more interesting than these weird, kind of cringy title cards at the beginning.
Wait, but hold on. Let's go back to the wiki. We were at, whatever, 3, whatever. No. Dude, why can't I find this? There it is. War Journal, after the 4th, Postal made a set of diary entries that Postal dude refers to as his War Journal after the 4th level. These entries were reused in Postal Redux for the game's hard mode, along with new entries added on for, and Redux is exclusive levels. Why isn't he playing Redux, though? I don't understand why you would play, because I was noticing that right away. Why wouldn't you play Redux when it's literally their, like, best version of this game? Like, I know that's a weird gripe. It's kind of a whiny gripe, but at the same time, I'm sitting here looking at this shitty game. Like, not shitty, he's doing fine, but, like, I'm looking at this old school art, and I think Redux looks so much better. It flows better, too. If you've, like, seen gameplay, or, like, playthroughs of the original Postal game, because I've used a little bit to see, what to do in, like, the level I'm on Postal. It's, like, Postal Redux seems to go, like bouncing dots. Boop, it flows really, really nicely, and this game's kind of all over the place.
In Postal's manual, this game had... I'm kind of pissed they didn't include these in the actual game, because I think they are much more interesting than these weird, kind of cringy title cards at the beginning of every level. But now, we get to read both. Yay! It would be cooler if I had, like, the actual game manual, but who cares? Moving to Paradise was a tragic mistake. People here are sick. I hear gunshots, screams after dark. Now the phone calls saying I'm being thrown out of this house. My house. Wearing Kevlar vest and carrying a sidearm at all times now. But after all of that, we are finally in it. I'm playing the game. Look at me go. Something I noticed immediately is that this game has no music. Zero music. I mean, if you ignore the quote-unquote music in the main menu and level loading screens, there's no music in the actual part with the gameplay.
Well, again, dude, I think... Okay, so I'm gonna pull this up in a... When was this? 3 months ago, dude? Yeah, so Redux was already out. We're gonna go to YouTube and I'm gonna look up Postal Redux, and I get to where people are like, let's review the original game, but dude, when the developers themselves make a remake of a game... let's see if there's a full playthrough. Full game. Let's go full game. It's not even that long of a game, so.
Please make it stop.
You can already see how this looks better, but he might still be right about the music. I think it adds more edge that it doesn't have music. So I don't know how the original... That's music. You can hear the... It's like an ominous vibe to this whole thing, because you're fucking going postal, dude. Yeah, and this looks so much better than what he's doing.
I can't breathe.
There he is. Scumbag.
Help me.
That's a broomstick.
Yeah, dude, this is a much more better way to play the game. I don't understand why I don't understand why he didn't play the better version. It makes no sense to me. It's like the weirdest choice.
You are finally in it. Boots on the ground.
Like, did you see how shitty this looks compared to the one that that I was showing?
Armed to the teeth, and it's just... And I'm glad they did this. It makes the game feel more, how do I put this? Real, I guess? Yes, guys. I wrote the words, how do I put this, in my script. Thank you. I am truly one of the writers of all time. Remember how in the diary it said he's getting phone calls saying he's being thrown out of his house? Well, in the actual game, yeah, there are cops outside of his house. It looks like he's being forcefully removed from his home. There's some cops outside and a guy with a rocket launcher. This is level 1. He is not too hard to deal with though, just don't do what I did here. And you should be fine. There's really not a lot I can comment on in the actual levels, but I'll bring up small things, like details I noticed, new enemies and whatnot, but I'm probably going to end up skimming over these levels. I know, it seems stupid, but it's my video, I can do what I want! You probably have noticed...
Space, you can do whatever the hell you want in your videos. Half the time, like, my videos are schizo rant chaos monsters, which I love, and I don't want to... I do like that I've been adding more structure to them, but I like that they're crazy. It like brings out my personality. It is who I am, and that's why I like making those videos so much. So I can't fault him for doing what he's doing. I can fault him for the game that he's playing right here because it's the inferior version of the game that there's a better version that exists. It's a game like, so Postal was known to be kind of shitty when it came out, but it was like the edge, the lore of it. And then they remade it and made it better later. I don't know why you wouldn't just play the better version. I know that I'm fucking harping on this. I know that I'm being a fucking silly boy, but it's ridiculous.
Notice these things at the top of the screen. The population count and hostile count. The goal of the game is to kill at least enough hostiles to reach that percentage right there. Once you reach the required percentage, you can move on to the next level. These hostiles are the cops that are trying to evict the dude. So yeah, the whole purpose of the game is to kill innocent people until you can move on to the next stage and do it all over again. It's really not surprising.
Well, in the world, it even said that like that it's a sick city, that these guys are like the bad guys. These cops are the bad guys, right? So they're seen as the enemies. They're seen as like corruption or something. I'm making a jump here. I'm making like a fucking whoopity. But at the same time, it's like you don't have to kill like regular civilians. It's just like, and I think cops are like innocent people too, like a lot of times, and they're made to be a bad guy, but in his mind, the cops are the enemies, right? They're the hostiles. It's like, you know, it's a world full, or it's a city full of like corrupt, evil people. In his mind, it's like bulldozer, or it's like the killdozer type energy. It's like this game is embodying the killdozer. So he sees as the whole town is this cabal out to get him, but you don't have to kill regular civilians.
That this game has been banned in 14 countries. Yeah, that makes sense. It also got blacklisted in America. I know I'm not the sharpest tool in the shed, but can someone actually explain what this means? Like, seriously, I don't know what the difference is between a game being blacklisted and a game being banned. Don't they mean the same thing?
No, they don't. So you can have something banned where it is not allowed to be purchased. It is against the law to like buy that. It is banned where you cannot have it. It is not allowed to be utilized. Blacklisted is something where stores refuse to sell it. Stores like places just refuse to engage with this game in particular. But in like the world of being able to own it, it is not illegal to own. It is not banned. There's a one's cultural and one's legal. That's the difference.
Something similar between Postal 1 and Postal 2 is the fact that Rick Hunter voices the dude in each game. And also, just like in Postal 2, the dude still says his random one-liners.
Burn, baby, burn. Oh, Did that hurt? Kicking ass.
But with this gameplay, the one-liners feel gross and unnerving. Like, seriously, this protagonist is the most heartless piece of shit I've ever had the displeasure of playing as. The contrast between the dude in game and the dude's writings in the game's manual is very different, and this is actually something I want to touch on later after we read some more of these journal entries. But after finally killing all of the hostiles and coming to terms with what I'm actually playing, I run around for a few minutes before I realize pressing F1 actually starts the next level. Weird, but alright.
So again, they fixed this. They fixed this in Postal Redux. That's not how it is anymore. So here's the problem I have with this, right? Here's the problem I have with this. This is like going into an old game that you know has a better remake, that's a shot-for-shot remake or a remaster. There's a remaster of the game, the better version to play it, because this game came out fucking 30 years ago almost at this point. It's almost been 30 years since this game's been out, and they have a better version out, and then you complain about this version when they knew that this was a problem, so they fixed it in that studio's remake of this game. It's like me going and playing it, and you might be like, oh, well, this is kind of a petty thing to gripe at this guy about, and I don't think it's petty. I wholeheartedly agree. If I went and played Resident Evil 4 right now, and like he's made so many complaints about stuff that's fixed, if I were to go into Resident Evil 4 and complain about the tank controls and this, and like, or if I went into Resident Evil 2 and complained about the camera angles, complained about the tank controls, complained about all this stuff, and it's like, well, you know, they remade the game, right? You know, they remade the game, and it's the game, like Resident Evil 2 from all accounts is amazing, and I played Resident Evil 2. I fucking love Resident Evil 2 remake. I know the original isn't for me, so why would I play the original when I'm just gonna shit on it? It's like they didn't remove anything from the game. They added to it. They added in the new levels. They made it better. I mean, like, I don't understand why. Like, every time I hear this gripe, I'm just like, fucking why, dude? The Postal Redux, you just walk to the end of the level and go to the next area. And it flows better, too. It fucking flows to the next level.
Worst fears confirmed. Group of lunatics tried to invade my home. Must get to truck stop and sheriff. See if anyone there can help me. Afraid only God can help me now. The Postal dude in these level titles sounds heartless and evil, sort of like a certain antagonist from my favorite incel game.
My whole life is just cold, bitter hatred.
Well, here's the thing. This game was made because of this other game. It was made to be a more edgy version of Postal.
And I always wanted to die violently. This is the time of vengeance, and no life is worth saving. And I will put in the grave as many as I can. It's time for me to kill.
I mean, blessed are the meek, for they make easy targets. It's blessed, right? Who cares? My point is, Running with Scissors clearly tried to make this game as edgy as possible, and yes, they succeeded. But sometimes when when it says stuff like this, it's too much, man. And it's so silly, it's so stupid. If we look at the game's manual, though, it feels like there's actually supposed to be a story in these journal entries. You know, he sounds afraid, he sounds confused. In-game, he seems to want to kill just to kill, but in the game's manual, he believes he's in danger and he's only defending himself, which obviously isn't true. Sorry to spoil it for you, but Postal Dude is ill, he's extremely unwell, and he suffers from, like, delusions or something. I don't know, man. I'm not a doctor. I briefly mentioned hatred. The reason people dislike this game is not because of the gameplay or anything. People dislike it because it's cringe. It commits the crime of being cringe. But why? People like Postal, so what's wrong with hatred? Well, I literally think it's just because of these journal entries. The journal entries explain the dude's thought process and why he does what he does. And they do something that hatred doesn't. The journal entries give the game an actual story. but in hatred, not important, literally says,
I just fucking hate this world and these human worms feasting on its carcass.
Well, and even like the Postal dude never comes off as like this douchey. And I don't think everybody hates hatred. I think a lot of people think that hatred's kind of funny.
that's it! That's the whole point of the game! Postal isn't much better, but like, at least it tries to be interesting. Oh shoot, I'm rambling. Anyways, level 2. This is actually the level where I did this. Very fun stuff. After completing the level, I found a secret. Bada bing, bada boom. I got a rocket launcher. Too bad I already beat the level. Anyways, not much to comment on in this level. Moving on.
Well, the weapons carry over to the next level. I mean, again, I've only played Redux, so maybe it doesn't carry over to the next level.
Like animals, even the sheriff, everyone here is infected with something. Something in the air or water, don't know. Maybe from Air Force Base? Hope not. That base may turn out to be my last hope.
So the dude believes people are infected by something in the water or the air, but he believes whatever it is coming from the Air Force Base. That's his goal now. Murder his way to the Air Force Base so he can stop this infection, this virus. Yeah, this guy's clearly crazy, and that only makes the game more disturbing.
I'm just
He
like,
thinks he's doing something good. He thinks he's doing a heroic act, when in reality he's not, and that's kind of a terrifying thing. In level 3, we are in the outskirts of town. Obviously, why'd I even say that? Why'd I write that in the script? In my first attempt, I accidentally shot myself. I don't want to talk about it.
so like there. I feel like he's missing something. I mean, this is a good video so far. This is a good video so far. It's just like, I feel like there's context missing.
Must face the
It's like there's something he's missing that ties this together, and he.
possibility that I am the only uninfected person in paradise. Air Force must napalm the entire town. Ensure this madness doesn't contaminate the rest of the country. Wait, I hear music? Damn, it is music. Better check this out.
Oh boy, a parade, a Postal classic. I'm not sure why they are present in both Postal games, but why not?
They're present. I think they're in Postal 4 too.
This level also contains the worst sound I've ever heard in a video game. Good God. I found another secret later in this level, and it's guarded.
That's my favorite part of the game. That's my favorite part of the game, hands down. You're not gonna tell me that you played Postal without throwing a grenade into the marching band. If you throw it in the front of the marching band, they will all like pile into it.
By a turret? A turret shooting missiles in the middle of a town? You know, this game might not be as realistic as I thought.
I mean, but if you want to give some levity to the Postal dude here, what I would have seen that as is, why the fuck does a small town have a turret? Maybe there is something off. Maybe he's not as crazy. I mean, like, yeah, he's crazy and there's something off, but like, why does this town have turrets and shit? Oh, dude, see, that's funny. That's fucking funny, dude. Life is cheap, death is free. Act now. Supplies are limited. Offer void in Arizona. That's funny, dude. That's fucking good, dude. That's so good. That's so fucking funny. And this is why Postal, it's not the fact that Postal had the war journals is why it lasted. It's because it had this humor. And the first Postal isn't what skyrocketed them. The first Postal got a bunch of drama and shit, but Postal 2 is what everybody's like fucking in love with. But this is still fucking funny. There's still funny shit in Postal. When I played Postal Redux, there was still like some decently funny shit. They pulls it apart and has this like almost dichotomy where it's like weird. It's like not it's edgy, but it's like fun edgy. I don't know.
It's war now. That parade of murderous maniacs marching down the middle of Main Street was sobering. Everyone here is mad, sick, must attempt to cross the bridge, lose myself in the mines.
Oh god, the bridge. I don't know why, but this is hands down the hardest level in the game.
No, he's right. This is actually a bitch. This is actually the fucking miscreant. Yo, welcome to the chat. This is where you get to see some butts get cheesy and drippy. Is my chance in my fucking streams. I bumped in to check out your stream. Absolutely, dude. You gotta check out my streams, dude. I'm a juicy boy, but this is the hardest level in the game. At least I remember this being a fucking nightmare. Again, I played this whole thing on the Switch, and I played the Redux version. I still don't know why he's playing the fucking original.
At least for me. I hate this level so much, and I thought the game would actually get harder than this. But it actually doesn't. This is also the first top-down level in the game. I thought I should point that out. That's what I'm here for, to point
It's still very hard in Redux, but I feel like it was easier than this. I don't remember looking this shitty.
stuff out.
Again, dude, I can pull this up. Hold on. I can do this. We're gonna go. All right, we're gonna check out the bridge on Postal Redux. All right, the bridge right here. And Postal Redux front page walkthrough. Here we go. I don't want I don't know. Maybe my gain is low. I'm not a very big YouTuber myself, but I feel like you would like to know that your microphone is slightly quiet. Oh, I can turn it up. No problem. I can turn it up right here. Is that better? Is that much better? I don't know. You'll have to let me know. I mean, I feel like I'm on like my gain's all the way up. Hi, Glowy's in chat too, dude. I'm trying to the bridge right here. This is what I wanted. So it is top down. Okay, I thought it was top down. I wasn't sure, but see, it looks so much different in the Redux model. Redux is just such a better place. Such a better place to play this game. I don't understand why this fucking guy is playing this on the fucking playing Metro last night. Redux right now. Just wanted to say what's up. Oh yeah, dude. I've never played last night. You know that I wasn't the hugest fan of Metro 2033. Don't hate it. It's just, I was disappointed with it. Small YouTuber. Let's check out your channel real quick. No, what the fuck? Go back. I'm gonna pull your channel up, and I wanna see your channel here in a second. But I'm gonna finish this Postal video. But you popped up in chat. You said you're a small YouTuber. I'm a small YouTuber. I just like supporting YouTubers that are like, I'm small, you're small, we all have small penises. $. Oh yeah. That's the thing that sucks about being a small YouTuber and like looking up small YouTubers is it's right here. Oh my god, it's a bong. Yeah, dude. Whatever. I'm gonna subscribe and then I will check it out later. There are 3 blobs. Did you make these? Are these re-uploads? Did you make those? Like seriously, did you make this? I'm so fucking I need to play more Postal. I played the second one, never played the first one myself. The first one's edgy boy time. First one's edgy boy time. The best one is Postal Brain Damage. Postal 4 I really like. Postal 2 is really good. I think Postal 2 and Postal 4 both sit in this big happy place for me. Those are YTPS. What the fuck is YTPS? Don't even know what you're gonna have to tell me what that means in chat.
This game is actually pretty hard. Oh my god. Wow. I actually got mad. I might be the first person to rage at Postal.
No, you're not the first person to rage at Postal. That bridge level's a bitch. They're YouTube poops, which means you take a video and make it funny. Oh, yeah. I get you there. Ferocious. Hold on. Ferocious fireflies maternal against the caravan wall and sunder the earth. Into dust come little insects and see the web we've woven. Your better videos are the gaming ones. I'll check them out, dude. If you want, I can check them out and give you a little bit of critique or whatever.
Didn't think I'd make it. Sitting duck on bridge. Must work my way through these caverns. They open into the junkyard on the far side of town. Either way, all have the advantage in these narrow mines.
Remember how I said the bridge was the hardest part of the game for me and that it doesn't get much harder than that? I was right. I easily blasted through this level. The dude was...
I actually really like this level. I know this level's easy, but this is such a fun level. I had so much fun with this level. This one looks like shit compared to Redux 2. Again, dude, Redux literally takes these same maps and makes them so much better.
Right when he said he'll have the advantage in these narrow mines. Speaking of the Postal Dude, he's never actually called Postal Dude once in this game.
Yeah, he was called Postal Dude in the second game. Well, actually, no. So, here's the thing, too. Like, Dusk never calls him Dusk Dude, but they call him Dusk Dude. Doom Guy isn't called Doom Guy. He's just Doom Guy because he's in the thing. It's a thing. Like, I don't know, dude. I don't know.
If you look in the files, his name is fitting. Very fitting. I also
Wait, what's his name? I missed it.
It doesn't get much harder than that. I was right. I easily blasted through this level. The dude was right when he said he'll have the advantage in these narrow mines. Speaking of the Postal Dude, he's never actually called Postal Dude once in this game. If you look in the files, his name is fitting. Very fitting. I also found this in the file.
Hey, call me Mike. We got everybody here.
Finally, some good wholesome content for my channel. Don't forget to floss!
I feel like this is a good video. Again, he did a good job, but I'm just like,
this guy really wants to be not important from Hatred. Oh my god.
dude. Oh, I fucking hate this comparison. So here's again, Hatred was more edgy Postal and it was made to be more edgy Postal. It's like he looked up the dates for when fucking Postal came out, was like, oh, Postal Redux came out after Hatred. So therefore, Hatred was a comparison, like I can make it. It's backwards. One inspired the other, not the other way around. How dare we speak Merry Christmas? Mr. Dude, those are April Fool's screens.
God.
Holy shit, my chat is fucking going giggity schmoodle.
Off the bridge. Successfully navigated the underground mines and have emerged into the salvage yard. Am now straight in my mind about what I have to do and will do it as efficiently and remorselessly as possible.
Oh my god. See, this is where I'm getting so annoyed with this fucking video because of the Hatred comparisons. It's so unnecessary. It makes no sense in this context. If you were making, like, let's say here, if you were making a fucking video on Hatred and you kept bouncing back to the Postal Dude, that makes sense. That makes, that makes everything right. But you're just fucking taking out and just gooning everywhere. You're blam, 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 blam. You're blasting the walls. You're blasting. You're fucking. You're shitting through the ceiling onto your loved ones. Just stupid. This is.
I hate throwing grenades.
Dude, honestly, Postal Dark Cherry, our style good, but game. If you play the remind me of DSP games. Ooh, yeah, dude. But the problem here too with like original Postal sucks. It's not good. It's not a good game. Postal Redux, on the other hand, I think is a much more competent game. Postal Redux, well, Postal is not, I mean, it is, because Hatred literally took so much inspiration from Postal, it's ridiculous. And the Hatred team will tell you, so here's how much inspiration Hatred took from Postal. That when they did Postal Redux, they actually asked the team who did Hatred if they could put him in the game as like a secret cheat, or like a secret, and you can play as the Hatred dude in Postal Redux, because they were like, yeah, your game inspired us, we wanted to take your game a step further. Like, what? It's so weird. I'll see you in a second, buddy. It's so weird that you could have this this whole situation where he's got it backwards, you know. And I think Postal Redux actually has some pretty fun gameplay. I played it like again, I want to say like 800 fucking times on the stream. I have it on the Switch and I like it.
It's in this stupid game.
Human trash fills from its containers as death rains down upon them, sweeping the streets in cleansing cloudburst of blood. Oh yeah, dude. I mean, landmines and grenades were ass.
There must be others like me, immune to this.
I know High Glowy's like the biggest DSP lore guy in the world, and I just fucking got compared to DSP, and I now understand why he likes my videos so much.
Germ warfare or whatever it is. Approaching trailer park. Maybe some sane people there. Can't get hopes up, but must not despair either.
See, again, I don't know anything about it on PC, so if Postal Redux crashes on PC, I have no idea. I have it on Switch, and I think I have it on PS5. I think I have it on both. I'm not sure though, but I have no problems running it on. I've never had it crash on me once.
There's something about this level title that genuinely freaks me out. The mix of the audio and the image is really scary and honestly really cool. I was gonna title this video something like
DSP is a known scammer and pedo apologist. Jesus.
the original
Did not get that lore. Yep.
Postal is a horror game, but that title doesn't make a lot of sense because Postal really isn't a horror game. But when you see something like this, it's not a horror game, is all I'm saying. In the files, this image is called baboon.bmp. So, is this supposed to be a baboon? Like, are you sure? Guys.
Yeah, dude, there's a lot of small YouTubers in chat right now.
Guys, I don't see it. I don't understand.
Next stop, Armageddon. The river Styx, Hades, and all points between. All aboard. So we've officially gotten to where I haven't played in the game.
Drenched in blood. Mine. Others. Could I be infected too? Up ahead. Train station. If I can get out, I can warn them. Yes, I can warn everybody.
Another freaky image and another top-down level. Wonderful. Thank you, waiter. This is just what I ordered. Something I realized is that the level titles are getting weirder, I guess. Like the images from past levels were pictures of bodies or something, but now it's like... Dude, I don't know. Okay, is it supposed to be the dude? Or what? Is this an alien? But I like it.
I feel like he called this a video essay and then started going in, and I feel like he's just fucking missing stuff. Gruesome masterpiece, postal retrospective. I mean, it's like he's missing. I feel like the postal dude's like getting possessed by a fucking demon while this, because I saw a comment in here, and I think this is. There are a lot of things you missed, and it helps out that helps explain some of the things you were confused about. As for why the war journals and the edgy title cards for the levels, it's because there's a supernatural subplot in this game where the postal dude is being tricked by a demon. The title card is the demon talking, and the war journal is the postal dude. You can find out in the sound files, there's two separate voices for the Postal dude, or two separate voices for the Postal dude. Whenever he gets hurt, it's not Rick Hunter making the grunts, but the creator of the game. The file name for Rick Hunter's lines are the demon, or name the demon. Even without going through the files, you can go into the audio mix and find the settings and mess around with the audio of Hunter's lines. They're also named demon. This whole subplot keeps Postal from being lumped in with hatred, along with what you mentioned about war journal entries. What's up, baby? Okay. Well, it's another layer that keeps the Postal dude sympathetic to a degree. Let's see what he said. Very interesting. Sorry for not including this. And I feel like this guy, like, he went into this, had fun with this, and I think he's doing a good job. Hurt sound is a stock sound effect. Is it? I don't know, dude. I didn't know it was a stock sound effect. I heard the same sound in a sample history Vietnam video. Huh, it's interesting. You know a lot about Postal, dude. You're like a Postal, I mean, if you like Postal, there's, that's like the greatest. I love Postal, and I love how like, the Running with Scissors, like, gets the community involved at such a level. Like, there's a game that I'm eventually gonna play that was, like, made on Easy FPS editor called The Postman Shoots Twice, and I want to try that one day on stream, and I want to do, like, some of these, like, weird Easy FPS editor Postal games, because I think there's a couple.
I like the art. I don't know what it is, but I like it. I really...
You know who this fucking guy sounds like? A Cheeto. He sounds like the commentary channel, a Cheeto.
Like the art. Props to all...
Dude, Zelda's base. Best Zelda game, Wind Waker.
The artists. I'd kiss you all on the mouth if I could. It seems like I always struggle with these top-down levels. I don't know why. I must be cursed or something.
Feathers will fly, but birds won't. They will hover, be going south, but winter far, far south. What do you guys think of my Rick Hunter voice? Feathers will fly.
Looks like a farm. Birds? Ostriches? Good lord, am I infected? Mad like the others? Must move efficiently.
The birds are drones! The birds are fucking drones! The birds are drones!
Gotta get this dirty job done. Let the feathers fly.
Why is this guy freaking out over ostriches? Look, it's in all caps. Ostrich?
Yeah, it's because ostriches are fucking weird to find in a small town that's like, I don't know, in Appalachia.
Jizz? Like, geez, dude, relax. More art that goes hard. Don't know what it has to do with a farm, but whatever, man. Whoa, what? This level...
Fuck Majora's Mask. Fuck Majora's Mask. I'm sorry. It's a good game. Majora's Mask is a good game. The problem with the Majora's Mask is the time loop mechanic. It's really annoying. And I didn't know as a kid that you could find a flute that would teach you how to play it, because, again, I was a child playing this bitch on the GameCube. I couldn't have been more than, like, 7. And I remember, like, Ocarina of Time going so fucking hard, dude. Ocarina of Time was just so badass. And then I jumped into Majora's Mask and liked everything about it better, but I hated that I was on a time limit.
Actually has a ton of ostriches walking around. What? No, of course I didn't blow them all up. What am I, evil?
Blood splinters everywhere, like a river flowing around me, pulling me in its wake. Paradise, prepare for deconstruction. In construction yard, there's an outhouse that plays shitting sounds and Vince Desi grunting. Dude, see, and this is another reason why Postal... So he's kind of skimming over to the humor. There has been some really funny fucking humor in this, in what he's shown, and it's like he pushes through. He like pushes through this fucking... all the humor and stuff that made also Postal charming. It's what led to Postal 2 being kind of more of a funny game, but that humor was still in the bones of this game. It just wasn't everywhere. They wanted something darker and seedier, but they still had managed to throw their jokes in, like you said, the outhouse where you can hear one of the developers grunting and shitting. That's hilarious. That thing from earlier, the Arizona thing, it's hilarious. There is some really funny shit in this game.
Blood everywhere, like a river flowing around me, pulling me in its wake like a helpless child. It's all got to go now. The whole town. Prepare for deconstruction. So cringe, dude. Are you serious?
For the first time, the journal and the level title actually sound similar. He's starting to sound more heartless now. I mean, he did say he needs to be as remorseless as possible, but he literally made a joke in his journal about destroying the whole town. As I'm making this script, I realized that I really can't comment on the gameplay much at all, because it is the same thing over and over and over and over again. It's fun to play, sure, but it's so repetitive. Luckily, we're almost done with this game.
Well, it's also a twin stick shooter from like 1997. That was an indie game. Like you play like almost all old games, they feel kind of repetitive because they were like early on and there wasn't a lot of people doing the same shit. Also, the sound of the church in the ghetto is reused in Postal too. Ah, dude, I'm getting so many good Postal lore drops from chat, dude. Chat's big into Postal, which is great to me. I fucking love Postal.
My head pounding. Must work way toward Air Force Base. Coming to a bad section of town. Better be careful, might get mugged.
I don't
Wait, what is Peter's video? Wait, whose? This is just Peter's video, but 30 minutes long instead of an hour. Did you link it, or I'm confused? Is that like something? I'm interested.
understand this entry. First thing, he's worried about getting mugged. Why? And second thing, it says diary again. Remember
Oregon's a better Oregon. I lived in Oregon a while. This is very God, what's that town in Oregon? There's a couple towns outside of Portland between the ocean and Portland, like proper, and it reminds me a lot of those little towns.
how in the first 4 levels it says diary, but for the rest of the game it says war journal? This is the only time he deviates from calling it a war journal. He never does this again for the rest of the game. I'm not a game theorist or anything.
It's the one that's like an hour and 30 minutes. I'll have to check that out. I don't want to react to something that long on stream usually because it's so long and it just kind of limits me on what I had to do. So I saw that, and I think that one's in my I have played, and I'm gonna listen to it at work. But this one I figured would be fun, a fun shorter thing to do on stream.
But is he literally forgetting what's happening? Is he forgetting his whole mission? I really don't know.
The blue dog?
Again, I'm no game theorist, so I'm just pointing this out. Another thing, why are there turrets shooting missiles outside of a church?
Dude, this is where I start to question. This is for me where he's getting mad at stuff, and I think that it would add to the allure of maybe the Postal guy isn't crazy, and that would be a fun dichotomy for me to play with in terms of theorist. I feel like he's missing out in with a lot of the cool theories that big plans for the year. I'm just grinding games and streaming, and I'm gonna be like clipping my streams and uploading them like I'm fucking Asmongold, and I'm gonna shit the YouTube algorithm so hard that I have to become relevant. That's my goal. Making money on this platform is always going to be the goal, and I want to keep fucking doing it. I want to keep fucking grinding. And that's like anybody out there who like makes YouTube, just keep fucking grinding. That's all that matters. But that's where I would have more fun with this, and that's why I haven't done a Postal video, because I think it would be fun to go through all the war journals, go through everything, and then fight the dichotomy about, is he crazy or is there a cabal? I know it says that he's getting controlled by a demon, but like, is there more people getting controlled by demons is why there's turrets and shit around? Is this like What's going on here? That's interesting to me. That's where you get more.
Who built this place? A supervillain?
I am the celestial gardener, policing the planet of the stinkweeds and poison which leaks out even throughout the cracks and cold asphalt sidewalls of the city sin.
Keep wondering about the base. If I run into a flyboy, it's God's guarantee he'll...
Yeah, dude, I think he said there was no music, and I remember there being music when I played it, right? And it's not really, there is some music. I've only, again, only played Redux, but it's the ambient noises and stuff that really put this into that, there's that, like, kind of, I want to say Hidden Valley, but it's because like the ranch. But no, yeah, dude, cover me in Hidden Valley sauce. Yeah, no, it's like uncanny. There's this uncanny, like uncanny valley vibe of what Postal is because of the ambient music or the ambient sounds with the undertones of the brrr. It just adds to it, and I think there's a lot of people. Just don't remember us. Just don't remember us, little people, when you get big. I mean, I can not remember you, but I would like to still keep in contact. But there's stuff in the Postal game that I think add to it that I think he's missed out on.
He'll try to put a cap in me. Figure I'm infected. Oh hell, I'm gonna die once I hit the city anyhow.
He is unconfident.
I have a theory that the Postal dude is switching into himself and then into the demon. I think that is a cool, I think that is a cool idea too, and that's something that going through the game, going through the game and learning some of the stuff and then going back through and replaying it and kind of with these different ideas and stuff in your head to see which kind of lines up with it and which don't, I think is the better way to go about this. This doesn't really feel like a retrospective scripted thing like he made it sound at the beginning where he had the cringy jokes where he's like, I actually wrote that in the script. And like I feel like he this is a good first scripted video that's like fun, but at the same time I have the feeling that the Postal dude is Daniel Larson. Well, dude, he is the president. But it's like he had like the idea of like, I'm gonna go in there, I'm gonna make this video on the darkest game I ever played, and he didn't really dive into the things that made it really good. He didn't fucking drop his cock on the counter and say, I have a micro dick, let's check it out. Or is that just me? Maybe it's just me.
He doesn't think he'll make it to the Air Force Base. He doesn't care anymore. He's just pushing on mindlessly, killing without thought. Real quick, I'd like to shout out Rich Bastard Exotic Auto Parts Inc. Sorry guys, I genuinely don't know what to say anymore.
Ulilipi? There's a guy who named Ulilipi. He is the ultimate lolcow good ending. I mean, I had a video where I reacted to the Ulilipi documentary. It's on my channel, ready, fucking creaming and all up in butthole charm. And I think that is, if you ever wondered what lolcow would be like if they strayed away from being a chaos demon and just kind of had a good ending, Ulilipi is it.
Oh look, protesters, another Postal classic.
No day in the park, too much of the blood on me is mine. But the day is not done. I've miles to go to make them sleep. Peanuts, anyone? See, it's charming, dude. It's creepy but charming at the same time, and this is that dichotomy that Hatred never had.
Taking too many hits, getting weak. See green up ahead, maybe a forest, probably a park. Can't go backwards. Nothing back there but death. Keep moving, soldier.
He continues on his noble mission. Guys, we're almost done. Let's just show some gameplay of this level and move on.
Dude,
oh, look. A mini golf course.
It's funny. It's charming.
Cute. Oh, look, he's killing...
Yeah, dude, see, this is the thing that what he doesn't understand is Hatred wanted to be this game so bad, but it had none of the charm. Hatred was if you took all the edgy things that he's complaining, everything he's complaining about, that he gave, like, credit to Hatred for, is all of the things why people hate Hatred, right? But you look at Postal, and it has this charm, like this monkey holding the fucking palm tree here at the mini golf course. This is funny. It's funny. It's like there's a charm to Postal which Hatred does not have, and well, I mean, Hatred was Postal without the charm. That's what Hatred always wanted to. Hatred saw what Postal had done and said we can take it a step further, and they wanted to make it as edgy as possible. That was the whole point, and it's just like that's why people don't like Hatred, but this game had charm, and that's why like the Redux did well is because of the fact that people like the charm of Postal. It's not just the edginess.
People cute. Next level.
Yeah, I think that's something true, that Hatred is funny unintentionally, and that's why it still lives in the zeitgeist, not just because it's like the most banned game ever, but because people can look at Hatred and be like, this is a funny game. It's trying so hard to be angry that it's hilarious. Feast upon the frozen images of my molten massacre, and the machines of death grill relentlessly, mindlessly on.
The industrial complex is the last obstacle between me and the base. Too far to quit now. Whatever waits at the base, I'm going to see it with my own eyes.
Well, he sure is confident now. Good for him. Another top-down level, but this time I didn't die.
I mean, there's not a lot to get from the first game. If you're not paying attention deeply, thanks for reminding everybody to like my videos and shit. But there's something like the Postal game. I tell people all the time to get this shit. If you're gonna get this shit, like if you have a Switch, get it on your Switch. It's something to play while you're like watching TV or taking a shit. It is so perfect in that regard. But like if you're gonna play a Postal in the modern era, I wouldn't even suggest Postal 1. Play Postal 2. Play Postal 4. Play Postal Brain Damage. There's 3 fucking great Postal games. Play fucking games that are inspired by Postal, like Reverend. There's a lot of cool games that I feel like could tie into something like a Postal that are better than Postal. I'm not a big twin stick shooter fan, so twin stick shooters games are something I play while I'm fucking creaming the toilet's crops.
I must be getting better at this whole murdering thing. Okay, this is it. The last level.
From the halls of the Vatican to the runways of truth, we are there at the place called Climax. God, that's so fucking good. I hit the G spot, and when I G'd that spot so hard that she came at the top of her lungs, I realized that I have to calm the demons down. At the place called Climax, at the time called now, the place, when it is done, the gods sort it out.
This is it, the new Alamo. Me or them. Can't delay, can't risk infection. Come on, Grunt, let's
Rock and roll. Let's rock and roll.
This guy sucks.
Yeah, I just couldn't hold it together. He said rock and roll, guys. This game sucks.
I made it to the...
I just feel like last level, because there's 4 extra levels, Tokyo, and yeah, dude. So he didn't play. It's like, I don't know.
Air Force Base. I shoot my way inside. I blow everything up. I step inside and kill everyone on sight.
Real quick, I'd like to mention...
Yeah, dude, we can make some shit together. I'll have... My Discord is King Jiffy Coats. If you ever want to add me, I will add you.
that this weapon I have is probably the best.
Just don't hit me with any gay shit, dude. Don't hit me with, like, fucking thinking you're gonna send me NSFW bullshit. I will fucking block you instantly. I have Discord for, like, like, human relations but not, like, human relations. I'm not fucking one of those gooners, bro. I'm not trying to be out here getting canceled for shit like that. That's gross and weird. You want to cancel me because of the shit I say? That's fine, dude. I don't give a fuck about that. You can come in here and I'll be like, but if you think I'm gonna like deal with gooners on Discord, go fuck yourself. But yeah, no, my Discord is the same as my YouTube channel.
Weapon in the whole game, and I'm really upset that I got it right at the end because it's so.
I hate when they give you the best gun in the game on the last level.
So good. It uses a lot of ammo, but it's basically a fully automatic shotgun. It's my favorite thing.
I blow these guys up with a freaking rocket launcher. Ah, I'm evil. I start blasting people with fire.
I got you, buddy.
I'm evil. Did I mention that I'm evil? Look at how evil I am. Boom! Straight to hell. You can't stop me.
I mean, the whole point of this, the fact that the military base has these, which makes sense, and then the whole game, group goon sessions. I know, dude. We need to have about all those group goon sessions. I will. Having homies that chill and make videos with is sick. Yeah, dude, that's one. I've had collaboration projects in the past, and I need to do another one. They're kind of hard to piece together, but there's something I want to do again. But the fact that this whole city's under fucking lockdown by the military makes me ask questions. That builds intrigue. That shoots something off in the back of the mind where I can go fucking a little schizo and learn about it and make me want to make me want to like learn more and maybe start idealizing. Fucking my brain semen is shooting in different directions. I would be intrigued. And even when I played Postal, there was stuff that I was intrigued by.
Evil. Oh, God.
Okay, I'm done. I'm sorry. It's done. The game is over. I won, I think. I don't know. It didn't feel much like winning.
The hive has been cleansed. The source of the corruption has been corked, laid in the body bag, dragged to the outskirts of existence. The elementary school.
This is actually in the game. I you not. His next course of action is to do something I literally can't say on YouTube. Right away, this level is different. It's
Guys who take themselves so seriously and take all this shit so fucking seriously. Come on, dude. This is fucking funny, dude. This is awful. This is awful. Like, but it's a video game. It is. Look at all these fucking kids wearing the red and blue, red shirts and fucking blue pants. This is fucked. It's funny in like a fucked, sick, twisted way, and people take shit way too seriously anymore. Like, I get it. It's wrong. It's bad. But, like, you also have to remember back in, like, the 2000s and 90s, like, this was a savage, yeah. But, like, there was, like, the first fucking Spider-Man game with Venom, right, was, not the first one, but the first one I remember playing was, it was called Ultimate Spider-Man. It was the one for the PS2 and Xbox Original. It has a great art style. It's still probably my favorite Spider-Man game ever, even though it's clunky and old and it's got some problems. When you start as Venom, you literally eat a child, and the game was teen. So this modern outlook, like, you can't kill kids in games. It's a video game, dude. Like, how do we know these aren't fucking demons? It looks so cartoonish. The violence isn't even violent somehow. I mean, even in Redux, right? It looks pretty goofy. I think they kept it in Redux. I don't want the OSD. Let's see here. Yeah, dude, even in Redux, it looks fucking hilarious, dude. Wait, this isn't Redux. What's Redux? Did they remove it in Redux? Did they remove, let's see. Let's see if they removed it in... I don't know if they removed it in Redux or not. Dude, somebody's got... let's see here. Maybe they removed it. Maybe they removed it. I don't... No? No, that's grocery store. Oh, maybe they removed it. Looks like they removed that level. So, dude, his literal problem with the game they removed. Again, dude, why didn't he just play Postal Redux? I mean... like, this is so funny, much funnier, dude. It has ties to the other Postal games. I don't see the element. I think they removed it. I think they removed it in the Redux. But
It's not actually a level, it's a cutscene. I can't move, I can't shoot, I can't do anything. We just have to watch this play out in front of us.
well, so if you can't even play, so it's not even something you can play. Okay, so this was them probably putting a middle finger up to the people who like ban games and stuff. It was probably an ultimate fuck you, which is funny. I get why they removed it as well. The fact that you don't play it is also something that I think is kind of funny, that at the time they just kind of threw it in there as like, haha, look what we did, and they don't let you play it because like then it would be a little sick, I guess. But it's still fucking funny that they were like, they looked at censorship and said fuck you. This is like some like early Howard Stern energy stuff. For somebody who said they wouldn't even talk about this on YouTube, he's letting the whole cutscene play, which is kind of hypocritical.
Population pressure and the stress of modern life may cause an increase in violent tendencies. The urban environment is the incubator for all sorts of undesirable behaviors. However much his atrocities disgust us, he may actually consider himself a hero. This is common among those who, in popular slang, go postal.
Yeah, dude. Yeah, he misses like every shot, and like when they were throwing grenades, it didn't seem like any of the kids were getting hurt. You're right. It was, it's almost like they put that in there just to show how edgy they were, and then actually didn't kill any kids. It was kind of like, we could though, but we're not going to, which is kind of, it was kind of, I think, a play on the game industry itself.
In his tortured mind, he may feel that he's battling against impossible odds. It is not unusual for such individuals to believe that the entire plenty of time to study it.
Yeah, dude, these pictures on the screen freak me out. Dude, the art in Postal 1 is some of the best art in the whole fucking... The art in Postal 1 is so good.
Thank you, Vince Desi. Very cool.
Hey, this is Vince Desi, creator of Postal. What the fuck is this Slippy?
Thankfully, the kids in the final level are straight up immortal. They act like the dude doesn't
see?
even exist and nothing happens to them. The dude, on the other hand, gets taken to an asylum or something to be studied. I don't want this video to be extremely dark or serious, so all I'm gonna say is this game was created in 1997. Running with Scissors wanted the...
Shut up, dude. I hate this, dude. I hate this. I hate when people are like, it was made in 19, it's a time gone and stuff. It's like, dude, just because something was made a long time ago, like, I hate this fucking, like, we're better now type shit, because it's like, oh, so we're more scared to do things than we were in the past. Cool.
The ending to be over
We're fucking pussies now.
the top. The idea of someone going to a school with this intent was an unbelievable concept. This aged really, really bad. That's why when they remade the game in 2016, they completely removed this ending, which is completely understandable, and it was probably...
Yeah, I completely get why they did it. I mean, it's definitely in bad taste, but, like, this idea that you can't, like, poke fun at shit, and you can't, the same year as GTA 1 exists, or released. Yeah, dude, and GTA 1 looks like ass cheeks, dude. GTA 1 looks like shit compared to this game.
Probably for the best. So, what did we just watch? What was this cutscene? What is this? You probably couldn't understand a word this guy was saying during the cutscene. Hopefully I went through with subtitling the whole video like I was supposed to, but anyways, he basically said, however much his atrocities disgust us, he may actually consider himself a hero. In his tortured mind, he may feel he was battling against impossible odds. It is not unusual for some individuals to believe that the entire fate of the world rests with them. This wouldn't make any sense if we didn't look at the journals, but since we did, it all adds up. It doesn't take a MatPat game theory to figure out what the game is about. A man moved to a new town, and for some reason he snapped and believed everyone was out to get him. Everyone was infected by something, and the only way he could stop it was to slowly, brutally kill his way to the Air Force base. And also, for some reason, he went to a school. They did this just to be edgy. I can't think of any other reason they...
So, yeah, it's probably just because of censorship at the times, and you had people that were, like, trying to get games banned for being too violent. They were saying Doom was too violent. Everything was, like... And so this was a middle finger at the industry. Probably easily a huge middle finger at the industry, which then sparked one of the biggest, like, this game sparked so much tension. Like, GTA got a lot of flack and stuff, but Postal came out and was like, fuck you. It was a fuck you to the industry and to the media and to everything. But they still wanted to make a decent enough game, and they were an indie studio. They did it, and honestly, that's kind of fucking impressive. I like when a studio is like, fuck you, dude. We're going to do what I want. Like, people always talk about, like, the problems with, like whenever you have critiques for modern gaming or anything, they're like, well, why don't you make your own game? And it's like, dude, do it. Yeah, dude. A thing with modern, like with AAA games, and the problem is they're supposed to appeal to a bigger audience. They're supposed to have that bigger appeal because they got a lot of fucking money behind them, and in order to get more of them, they have to sell. So you have to appeal to that broader audience. But indie games don't have to appeal to fucking anybody but the people who make them. Yeah, you want them to succeed. Yeah, you want them to make money, but you have a lot more freedom when you're making indie games. And that's like whenever I see these developers shitting on like part of the fan base, I'm like, dude, leave that fucking big studio work for it. Go make an indie game exactly the way you want and then sell it, dude. You have all the possibilities in the world.
Did this, man. But with all of that said, that was my breakdown of the original Postal. I hope you enjoyed this video. It took way too long, honestly. I spent 3 weeks writing the script. It took 3 weeks to write the script, right? But
so this wasn't a terrible video. I'll give him the benefit of the doubt that I think that he went in with good intentions. He had some fun ideas, and he just didn't. I don't think he explored deep enough. I think from the beginning he had this idea that Postal's an edgy game. I'm gonna complain about how it's an edgy game. I'm gonna throw in some memes of hatred, and this is gonna be great. And it's good. It's not bad. It just, I feel like But I feel like he's almost there, dude. He's almost there to make it. I would like to see what else he can kind of like eventually do. I want to see what else he can do, and I don't understand why. Like, he has all these complaints, and like 75% of the complaints he marks against this game were fixed in the remake. And in a world where the remake is readily available, why are you going back and playing the original one just to complain about like the gameplay and complain about this that's gone, complain about this that's removed? It just doesn't make any sense. The ambient music is better in the remake. Everything's better in the remake. Why are you out here complaining about this one? You complain about how the levels, you have to hit F1 to go to the next level, when in the remake you just walk to the new zone. Each of the zones lead to each other now, so the story and gameplay have a better progression throughout it. They did a lot of things that are so much better in the remake that make so much more sense narratively and gameplay, like directionally. This game was fucking directionally challenged. The remake is not. So there's all this shit that is fixed and readily better that he complained about that is in the fucking Redux.